from the warehouse. Not totally sure what it is, some kind of kitchen implement, but it fits perfectly over one of their $2 buckets. And it's really good for a pre-drain. You can hear the water rushing down inside, and it's got that gravitational pull that leaving things on the bottom of the, well, for me it's a shower tray, but for you it's a bathtub, is never going to induce. You're not going to have that downward pressure to pull the water down when it's flat on the surface. So you can hear that trickling, 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 trickling. And I would just leave it like that for a little while. And I don't do much squeezing until I get to sort of like a serious rinse cycle. And let's pretend that's been rinsing for a while. I'll probably go away for an hour until it stops really dripping. But then you want something like that, and that's a old wire or iron or something, magazine rack that folds up, and you need that folding kind of mechanism to really drain properly, but for something of that size it really only works for little small things. As soon as you have anything like a bath mat really draped over it, you're starting to just sort of pull in the middle. Here's some fishnet tights that I'm going to hang over the shower rose, but it can't take much, and you may have a better system where you can hang things over the edge. But yeah, that's what I do. And if I've rinsed enough, like I do with lighter things, unlike these which needed proper laundry powder, with the lighter things I don't use that. I use actually this nice raspberry, or I had another flavour as well, hand wash, which is nice just to freshen things up a wee bit, and I've got those hanging outside draining. But yeah, you can just leave those things dripping, and you know, you don't need to do any wringing until the very end, really. Let that do the wringing for you. My tendinitis really hurts when I wring things out. I will do this as a sort of pre-wash, but because I'm short of money, I'm gonna use this as my wash. And I think, honestly, because I've been soaking, I think it could be a higher quality wash than I'd get in the machine with the cold water anyway. But if you want to put it in the washing machine with cold water, then that's fine. But I think a warm water soak, and then for these, you know, as they say, underwear, socks, towels, that kind of thing, you really want a good blast of heat to kill the germs. But yeah, if you pull this out, you can see how much drains into the bucket, and that's only just a small example of what I mean. Yeah. doing that. And of course this tub, it doesn't need to go into a tub where there's, I mean, it honestly would be a camping sort of wash tub. We're putting it in something that has a drain hole in it is, I mean, I can see why you would use it just to enhance your hygiene, but really it's designed to be able to use anywhere, because you can just lift the top out and then drain the bottom, and in fact you can, as I say, you can keep the plug open or removed and just use it as a kind of a draining platform itself, by just tipping water through and letting that gravitational pull it through as well. Yeah, so it's imperfect. Really, it's, I like the airing racks, because they do just have that extra, when you get a certain point of velocity where gravitational pull isn't going to increase, but we're not going to reach that when it comes to, you know, heights like clotheslines. But clotheslines are brilliant for just draping over and draining your hand washing, so don't forget that. It doesn't mean you're pegging them out to dry, it just means that you're draining them well first. And yeah, you can dry them flat later if you want to.